Hi guys, welcome! In this video, we'll take a look at all the big changes in the Intrigue of the 7 Royals episode update for Ragnarok Mobile Eternal Love. The new episode will launch after the maintenance update on the following dates. This is just the first major patch update for this new episode, and there will be more content added in the coming months. Alright, without further ado, let's begin. First up, we have a comprehensive graphics update which brings a huge visual upgrade to the in-game environment. The graphics overhaul includes several maps such as Prontera Southgate, Izzet Island, Guild Territory, and even instances like Endless Tower and Oracle Dungeon. In addition, character models, fashion items, and even skill effects are aesthetically enhanced. Visually, it really feels like a brand new game with a fresh and cleaner look. Up next, the Prontera Palace map will be opened, which comes with the launch of the new Intrigue of the 7 Royals main story quest. Adventurers with base level 150 can start the first chapter of the main story quest by talking to Mailbox Caesar at Prontera. Up next, we have the opening of 2 new field maps in Prontera called Royal Hunting Grounds and Soul Hunting Grounds. We've already explored these new maps along with the new monsters, cards, headwear blueprints, and materials that the new monsters drop in one of my previous videos. If you haven't watched that yet, I have a video linked down below. There are also new adventure quests that you need to complete, similar to those in Wasteland maps. Completing 4 adventure quests daily will grant the Ocean Brand currency, which you can exchange for the new ancient equipment. Up next, the much-awaited Occultist or Soulbinder job class will finally be available. I have talked about this class in my Preparing for Soulbinder series, which I have linked in the description box below. I highly recommend watching this series to learn more about the Soulbinder skill mechanics and build options that will help in the progression of your character. You can also obtain rewards from the Occultist Level Rush event. If you manage to change to the T3 Channeler class, you'll get the little black pigeon tail item and 10 praying card self-select pack. And if you've transferred to the T4 Soulbinder class, you'll get the dual soul and body card and the gift of the sticks. Opening the gift of sticks will let you choose among the new Occultist class exclusive weapons. You'll only be able to claim these rewards from the Mysterious Person NPC until the following dates. Up next, a brand new weekly instance called Lost Isle will be opened. Adventurers of base level 120 can form a 6-player party and enter the instance by talking to Roger Butter at Komodo. It has 3 difficulties, but only the Novice and Warrior difficulties will be available in this update. We've already talked about the mechanics and rewards from completing this instance in this 2-part video. If you haven't watched that yet, I have the video linked down below. Completing this instance every week is a top priority as it will grant the new ancient equipment. Up next, we have the new ancient equipment for garment, footgear, and accessories. This new equipment system is designed to help new and returning players catch up with the equipment progress of veteran players. If you want to know the difference between the regular equipment and the new ancient equipment, please watch my 2-part ancient equipment series linked in the description box below. There's also a limited event for the furnace melting function of regular equipment, which will only be available for a period of 3 months. You should take advantage of this event and exchange your high refined regular equipment to get plus 10 or plus 15 refinement voucher for ancient equipment and bonus extract light crystals. Here's a list of equipment you can exchange and the corresponding rewards. Up next, we have the new growth system called Sword Monument in Prontera Hunting Grounds. Just take the tutorial quest Malfunctioning Soul Hunting Grounds to unlock the new game mode. It features several quests and puzzles that you need to complete in order to unlock headwear and furniture blueprints. It can also grant map attributes, which would help improve your farming efficiency in the new field maps. Up next, we have 5 new purple quality ancient relics added. First is the Valence Jade, which increases the refinement level of all equipped gears and headwear by 1. This will not affect the actual refinement level of the item and will only take effect when equipped. Second is the Lord of Vane, which increases the elemental resistance coefficient by 0.15. As an example, if you're attacking using fire element and the target is of earth element, the elemental resistance coefficient will be increased from 2 to 2.15. Third is the Bragg's Mead, which makes buff effects you receive from teammates and buff effects you applied on teammates to be indispellable. One of the materials needed for this relic is the Veteran's Shield, which is a new purple relic shard that you can obtain randomly from opening Ultimate Ancient Relic shards. Fourth is the Chaotic Blade, which boosts crowd control attack by 25%. In addition, your damage to targets will increase by 8% for each crowd control status on the target. This will definitely improve the effectiveness of crowd control utility builds in PvP. Similar with Bragg's Mead, you will also need the new Veteran's Shield Purple Relic Shard to craft this relic. And fifth is the Spiritual Blade, which reduces HP loss effect from attack skills and abnormal status by half. Examples of skills and abnormal status with HP loss effect are Magic Trap, Twisted Bomb, and Burn status. One of the materials needed for this relic is the Veteran Sword, which is another new purple relic shard that you can obtain randomly from opening Ultimate Ancient Relic shards. Up next, we have a new event for returning players who haven't logged in any of their characters in the account for 15 days or more. When they log in during the event period, they will be able to open the Journey Continues event interface, which will last for a total of 30 days from the last login date. Returning players will receive a special buff and several quests which will grant various rewards, such as these limited costumes. Veteran players may also help returning players in clearing their weekly instances to get awesome rewards. Up next, we have the addition of Revenant Undead MVP, which can be summoned in the field or in Niflheim Purgatory. It can drop the Undead Mistani card, which is an accessory card that boosts pen by 5% and ignore death by 5%. As for the headwear blueprint it drops, we have the Tanny's Banana Boat Tail item, which boosts all attribute by 1 point and increases skill damage by 0.5% for every refinement level plus 1. So at plus 15 refinement, it will grant additional 7.5% skill damage. Up next, we have the following changes related to cards. First is the addition of new craftable cards in King Pouring, which is now located inside Prontera. We've talked about the effects of these cards in one of my previous videos, which I have linked in the description box below. Some of these cards will definitely shake the meta, so you must prepare the required cards in advance. Second, the Isle of Dreams normal monster cards will be added to the card Gachapon machine. And third, the Isle of Dreams mini and MVP boss monster cards will be included in the combined fate function of King Pouring. So we now have a chance to get Devil Squid, Taugongka, or Spirit, and Bigfoot Lobster cards from Nolan Rolls. Up next, we have the addition of 3 new pets. First is Driller, which is a 1-star pet that can be captured in the field using Heart of Thorns. This pet material can be obtained from Endless Tower, but can also be purchased using Colorful Shell. Second is a Fox Fairy, which is another 1-star pet that can be captured in the field using Jade Piece of Demonic Fire. This pet material can be obtained from Endless Tower. And third is the Tartarus, which is a 3-star pet obtained by fusing Green Petite, Sky Petite, and Fairy Fox. It has a skill which makes it immune to magic damage and has a 5% chance to make the master immune to damage. It also increases its master's max HP by 0.1% for every 6 points of it. Thus, this pet is perfect for tank and support classes. Up next, there's 2 new pet adventure maps added, where you can get the new 7 Royals version materials, cards, and headwear blueprints. For the Royal Hunting Grounds map, you can target Fawn, Fox Fairy, Stag Beetle, or Driller. The recommended pet abilities are Brute Race, Fire Element, and Intimacy level 10. While for the Soul Hunting Grounds map, you can target Demented Raven, Soul Morpho, or Wandering Soul. The recommended pet abilities are Dragon Race, Wind Element, and Intimacy level 10. Up next, we have some quality of life and user interface optimizations. First, the map perspective has been optimized in most maps, such as Oracle Dungeon and Guild War, wherein you can now freely change the camera angle to 2D, 2.5D, or 3D. Second, the Kafra teleportation menu has been tweaked. Isolde Island and its related maps are removed from the Prontera category and now has its own category. Third, the skill description has been optimized, wherein it now displays the damage type, whether it is physical damage, magic damage, or HP loss. Fourth, there will be new outer version of Komodo and Hunting Grounds farming maps, which can be accessed from the Kafra teleportation service. These new instances of field maps were added as a compensation for the reduction in monster loots obtained from farming after the channel merge. And fifth, the participation reward from Occultist MVPs has been changed to one random MVP drop instead of just getting a random rare material. So you can now obtain the corresponding material, blueprint, gear, card, or relic shard from participating in killing the Apocalypse MVPs. And lastly, we have the recharge related updates. First, you can purchase the new version of Adventure Log, which grants tons of rewards by completing the daily assistant task. Here is a list of rewards you can obtain from each tier. Second, the double recharge reward will be reset. This means that the first top up for each tier of BCC purchase will grant double the recharge BCC. Third, the Royal Premium card will be available for purchase. It can be used to obtain the Flowing Light Feather headwear, the new Greedy Chest Royal, which you can open to get the new version rare materials, and the following items. Do take note that only the first 3 cards are available at a discounted rate, and the maximum purchase limit is 10 times. Fourth is addition of the 7 Royals material supply box, which costs 8 BCC and has a max purchase limit of 60 times. Opening it will grant the following new version materials. Fifth is the addition of the Ancient Relic gift box, which costs 25 BCC and has a max purchase limit of 300 times. Opening it grants the following materials needed for crafting and upgrading ancient relics. And lastly, we have the addition of the Rapid Growth gift pack Occultist in the Cute Boy Mid Store, which costs 648 BCC. Purchase of this item will be available after unlocking the Occultist job class. Opening it will grant the following items, which will help jumpstart your journey into becoming a soulbinder. Alright, so far we've gone through all the changes coming in the Intrigue of the 7 Royals episode update of Ragnarok Mobile Eternal Love. You need to re-download the latest client through the App Store, TapTap, or Google Play to be able to log in the game after the maintenance. You can check the links below for the full text patch notes and the download link to the game client. Alright, that's it for this video guys. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed watching this guide. If you're new here, I would love you to consider subscribing by hitting the red subscribe button down below. I would love to have you back. Thank you for watching and see you in our next episode.